And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost that time. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Houston, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And you know, for Houston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. We've got Fred VanVleet. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's prime time and at the 2. And for Milwaukee, out on the wings for him, we'll see Trent Jr. and Middleton. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Lillard in at the point. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
That one goes in. Primetime's got the first basket of the game for the Rockets.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Trent. Back to Middleton. Over Brooks. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Inside. Here's Primetime. Up and in on the layup. Primetime's got his second basket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lillard the pass to Trent. Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Primetime. Defended by Trent. It's rebounded by Sengun. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Thompson. Brooks with it. Here's Primetime. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Here's Primetime, defended by Trent. Primetime's shot is good.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Trent outside. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Oh, here's VanVleet in the game against Chicago. Very impressive. And it's Primetime missing. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Primetime. Shoots from 12. He squares up and sinks it.
Excellent read from the veteran Lillard. He has a strong feel for how his teammates are open.
Here's Primetime. Basket counts. Primetime's got 10.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, it just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
And yes, it's good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Middleton kicks to Lillard. Takes it off the glass.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Rockets leading by 3. And it's Brooks in the corner, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. Second, Chris Middleton.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge. And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
2 points. That one goes.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now, here's Lillard. He had 25 points last game. Misses off the right iron. Brooks with it. Pass to Şengün. Here's Primetime. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. There's the triple, and Brooks is good for 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Middleton can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 6. Houston moving it around. Primetime, the pass to Brooks. Here's Primetime, and Vliet on the wing. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Lillard. Putting up about 24 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Green, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. Rockets with the rebound. This team is on quite a run. Here in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Leading by 5. Here's Brooks. Gets himself open and drills it. Brooks has got 5.
And when Brooks gets these chances, he doesn't pass them up. Nice work inside.
Lillard, the pass to Green. Middleton outside. The 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm. Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Now, here's Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And it's Green, missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Here's Primetime. He shoots again. He lays it in. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Lopez. He has yet to score. Lillard misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Thompson. Primetime, the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Primetime. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's the Rockets with the ball after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Bucks trail by 12. Lopez, a screen on Green. Lillard scanning the floor. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Green after the made shot from Primetime. Back to Giannis. Nails the baby hook. Giannis has got his third basket of the night right there.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Primetime's shot is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bucks trail by 14. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Primetime, guarded by Green. And it's Primetime missing. And the Bucks, they're shooting just about an even 40% to start. And that one drops. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points. Houston leading by 12. Here's Primetime, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's exactly what he's looking to do more and more. Lopez creating for his teammates.
Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. On the wing, Green. Smith the pass to Primetime. And some nice passing there by Houston. Bounce pass, Smith. Pass to Primetime. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Adams. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Lillard. Steven Adams making his last shot.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Pass to Eason. Here's Primetime. Outside, Green. Fires for 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Back to Giannis. Lets the 3 fly. Eason grabs the board. Rockets leading by 17. Pass to Primetime. That one falls. Primetime's got 30 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now. Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
Here's Eason. Pass to Primetime. There's Green with the three, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Jackson is out there with Green. And it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And the call will be... Here's Primetime. Rebounded by the Bucks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Clark, famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Prince, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
And he comes up with the deuce.
VanVleet's ability to facilitate the offense, his teammates have great confidence in him in that regard. Nice dime there.
Bucks trail by 19. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Driving the lane, and Giannis throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Portis. Lillard outside. Giannis outside. 5 to shoot. Trent outside. Off target from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 16. Pass to Giannis. With the fadeaway. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's prime time missing. Antetokounmpo dishes to Prince. And again, the Bucks miss. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Charlotte Hornets.
And I was really impressed with that passion to win. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that coming. They just stormed back there in that third quarter.
Giannis outside. And here is Trent outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Now, here's Lillard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Prime time's shot is good.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Giannis outside. Back to Lillard to the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Unselfishness from Lillard has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Here's prime time, and another 3 for Houston.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Giannis outside. Trent with the wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Inside, here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Bucks.
This is the worst kind of basketball.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from primetime.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Alperen Şengün. Thompson is out there with Brooks. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's prime time and at the shooting guard. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And it's prime time missing. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing. A lot at just 26.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Middleton. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hands it from downtown. 53 points for prime time.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Trent can't hit. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's prime time. Off the left rim and out.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
The quick look, no good that time. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Pass to prime time. From downtown. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Giannis passes to Lillard. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Lillard's got 21.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back.
Prime time's shot is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Trent. 7 points in the game. Middleton can't get it to go.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And, yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
14 feet away, and that one is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Count that one from VanVleet.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard outside. Trent left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Middleton for 3. Brooks grabs the board.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's prime time. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 41% on the night. And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Giannis sets a screen for Middleton. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
It's not easy to guard Middleton in pick and roll sets because he can beat you in a lot of ways. I mean, give him space, he'll pull it up. Stay up on him, and he'll thread the needle with the pass.
Here's prime time. What an incredible, and again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And here's Giannis, following the 3 from primetime. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Cam Whitmore comes in for Thompson. And it's Green in for Fred VanVleet. Lopez finds Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 4 on the clock. Antetokounmpo. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shoots it. And good. He hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Lopez outside. Trent outside. Pass to Lillard. Over Green. And it's Lillard missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key.
Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's primetime. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Houston in total control. Shoots. And it's prime time missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Trent passes to Antetokounmpo over Brooks. And it's Giannis missing. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. A wrecking ball out there. Whitmore plays with power on the glass.
Here is Lillard. He's got 21. Middleton the pass to Giannis. 8 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston. Primetime's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display.
Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
In all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night belongs right there with him.
Here's Trent. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Buck shooting not great, 40% for the game. And he drives in. It's tipped.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
From the arc. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is bested. What a shooting display.
And now we head to center court, where MP has a few words for us.
Obviously, this isn't something you really prepare for. It's crazy. Setting the record for threes in a game. It takes me back to what it took to get here. All those hours alone in the gym with just my dreams. Now they're coming true. It's because of all the hard work that I put in and also all the hard work that my teammates put in. So thank y'all. And I also want to thank all the three-point shooters from NBA history, the ones that made the shot into the weapon that it's become. Steph, Dame, Ray, Larry. Now you got to add my name to the list. And I'm just getting started. So thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Clearly, Greg, just a dream come true for MP. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 21.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard with a screen for Trent to stop the run. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Primetime from outside off the mark. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Three-pointer. And it's Primetime missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Giannis kicks to Trent. Now here's Giannis. Whitmore defending.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Houston moving it around. Pass to Primetime. And here's Green outside, and another three for Houston.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Middleton outside. And here's Trent. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
BA, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Looking to get back on track here. In deep, Trent drops it in. Trent's got 9.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
It's Brooks on the wing. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
The Rockets shooting a scorching 68% in the game. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Offensive rebound.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And so it's Houston with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man...
in this NBA, and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Brook Lopez is out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Portis in the post, covered by Smith, and Portis throws it down.
The slam from Portis, impressive, using that size around the rack.
Rockets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Eason's shot is good.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Lopez right side. The rebound by Shepherd. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Green gets it to go.
Smart pass by Portis, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's prime time missing. Here's Milwaukee now. Green deciding where to go with it. Portis for 3. Prime time grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
This one for 3. Again, what an avalanche. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Pass to Portis. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Lopez outside. Outside, Green. Trent outside. Here's Portis. Goes back up. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Shepard, the pass to Primetime. And another one falls.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Trent gets the bucket.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Houston's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Here's Primetime. And another one!
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
He's now tied point for point with the record. One more score. He'll be all alone at the top of the record books. GA, a moment nobody thought they'd ever see.
100 points. A mark that's stood since 1962, but
good, he hits again.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone. Let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense.
Man, this hasn't even sunk in yet. On a night like this, setting the record for points in the game, you're so in the zone that it feels like everything is just effortless. But it's not. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this. So credit to my coaches, my teammates, everyone coming up that helped push me, my family, my friends, haters, defenders. Every one of those points scored tonight, this is for y'all. Everything that I do is. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well-spoken and such a likable player, isn't he, Greg? From Wilt Chamberlain to MP, a record none of us thought could ever be broken.
And, Kevin, the entire NBA community, heck, the whole world will be talking about MP's performance tonight. This one will live for a while.
Here's Lillard. Lopez outside. Portis for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Primetime, the pass to Landale. Portis brings the double team. From past the arc. And there's Shepard on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Here's Primetime. Misses the 3. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Trent can't hit. Rockets on offense. Smith on the wing. Pass to Primetime. Here's Eason. Nailed from 3-point land.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now Lillard. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good move.
Oh!
Oh, man!
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Primetime's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. And finished off by Shepherd.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Outside Portis. Back to Lillard to end the run. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's out to Smith. Shoots over Portis. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Green inside. Eason on him. And here's Trent outside. The rebound by Shepherd.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Lillard, the pass to Green. There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. Damian Lillard, and that's good. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Primetime.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
Sinks the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Trent kicks to Portis. Lillard outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up for David Aldridge.
MP, you just set a new record for points scored in an NBA game. Describe what you're feeling in this moment.
I'm blessed with the best teammates in the NBA. Their trust in me starts in practice. They see how hard I practice. They see the work that I put in, and that work is what builds the trust. This record, this belongs to all of us.
So what's next? Where do you go from here, from this amazing accomplishment?
Sabrina, I'm going to let this one soak in a bit. You know, this one doesn't happen every day. This feels nice, no doubt.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Bettina.
MP, you just did one of the most incredible things anyone has ever done in the history of professional sports.
It's true.
When you see something like that, or when you do something like that, it's hard to describe it in anything other than cliche. Which had me thinking, you know, athletes sometimes describe nights like tonight as, you know, the hoop being bigger, you know, appearing bigger than usual. Is that actually true? Or is it just a phrase that gets thrown around to try and describe the indescribable?
People say that, and I get what they mean, but everything looks and flows differently on a night like tonight.
How do you mean exactly?
Well, it's about way more than the hoop. It's literally about everything. You know, the passes, they seem to come precisely on schedule and right in your sweet spot. And the defense, they seem to get a turnover right as you're about to lead the break, and the ball just start bouncing off dudes' heads and going into the rim. It's like you can't do anything wrong on a night like tonight. But, the hoop, that's just an expression. Thank you, Bettina. Joe.
Where does breaking this record rank as far as your career accomplishments?
It's huge, obviously, but I've always been a team guy, you know, and I know that sounds silly coming from someone who scored 100 points. Like, I get that, but if we don't get the chip this year, it's definitely going to be a bittersweet moment. I'll tell you that for sure. It's team over everything. There's no question about that. It's not even close.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, MP, question over here.
Never thought I'd see someone score over 100 points. You're unbelievable, man.
Your teammates are going to love that answer.
Triple digits?
That was great.
You really did. I can't believe it.
Man, I know scoring is up, but topping 100, just ridiculous. Go off, MP.
MP's looking like a quarter.